Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. If it's your first time here, I'm Maria.
I'm Ed.
And we live in an Airstream. We are living in the Airstream for a total of about a year and a half. So it is kind of temporary. We're about 6 months of the way into that year and a half, and we are moving from Miami to the Pacific Northwest. Stopping along many cities along the way, and just trying to decide where do we want to live. This is our 10th episode, so that's super exciting. And we thought it was about time for you to have a tour of the Airstream. This is an Airstream Classic 2021, and it's a 30-footer. And now you're gonna see all the details and the nooks and crannies. Hope you enjoy. So here's the kitchen. We like to keep it not cluttered. So this is generally what it'll look like. We have our salt and pepper, the most important thing in the kitchen, which is my espresso machine, some cutting boards, cooking oil, our soaps, and then our drying rack. This is great because it collapses, all right? And also it's got this little drip tray here. So any water that's, comes off the dishes just drips back into the sink. A lot of the items we have in the Airstream are really meant to fit well because this is a small space, so collapsible is best for us. All right, so in this cabinet, we keep plates and cups. We could probably do better with this space, but this is just kind of how it is right now. It works for us right now. This cabinet holds food. We have a lot of dry goods, rices and polenta and beans and stuff like that. As we go down here, this cooler we prefer to keep outside, but the weather's been just a little iffy, so we don't want it to get rained on. Here's under the sink. In this drawer, we keep cleaning items, garbage bags, things of that nature. This is sort of a utility junkish drawer, just random things. And in here, I keep my espresso pods. Some grilling stuff up here. This bottom drawer holds pots and pans and storage containers. I wanted to kind of talk to you about these. These all come in a set, okay? It's a big pot, 3 smaller ones, and a sort of a sauteing pan. And what's cool about these is they come with a detachable handle, one handle for all of them. So you just, you use it with whatever pot you're using at the time. And it works because it just fits in here better. If each pot or pan we had a handle, it would just be clunky. It just wouldn't be organized. It would take up a lot more space. So I'm going to show you that handle in a second. This here is many things in one. It's a microwave, convection oven, grill, I think they're all here, broiler, griller, dehydrator, air fryer. It just has everything in one. And when we bought the Airstream, we had the option of not having these 2 drawers. Okay, so those are gone, replaced with an oven and this. So it's the oven and this. Or get rid of the oven and have these 2 drawers. And so I did a little research, and I read that the oven, the temperature inside, it wasn't very balanced, sort of the heat wasn't equally distributed. And so I just decided to stay with the drawers. And honestly, this does everything. We don't need it. Plus, Ed loves to use his grill outside. And let me tell you something, I am so happy we stuck with the drawers. I can't imagine not having the drawers. This is where we keep, all of our utensils and dish towels and mitts. I don't know what I would do without this drawer. And this one has all of our cooking utensils and other stuff, measuring cups and whatnot. Sorry for the mess, but this is, you know, it's a lot of stuff in here. Oh, now I wanted to show you, remember I was saying for the pots and pans? So this is what we use. It's one handle for all of them, and I'm going to show you how that works. So this is the sauteing pan that comes with that set. And I'm just going to put a link to it in the description because this thing is fantastic, especially for a RV trailer. Cool, huh? One handle, several pots and pans. This we bought. This came with these like smaller kind of grates on each individual burner. I didn't like it because you can't move the pots around, okay? So Ed found this. We love it. And see if I can find the link for that as well. This bottom drawer, okay, it opens down versus out, first of all. We just have things in here, like we have this mini rice cooker, we have the Ninja blender. I love that blender. It's fantastic for soups and sauces. It's great. Let's move on to the dining area and work area. So this definitely serves as a twofold. This is where we do our jobs. We keep these mats here when we are working, just to keep the mice and the computers from scratching up the table. Ed's monitor is sort of a permanent fixture, and TV here as well. This table will actually go all the way down to level with the seats, okay? And then you bring the sitting cushions together over that table, and you bring the two backrest cushions down, and it kind of makes a bed. I can see how that would be comfortable for kids. On the weekends, Friday, right when work is over, I like to put all these things away, you know, just kind of get rid of work evidence, and now we are on the weekend time. So because we don't have real desks, we don't have drawers. And so these kind of like little pockets here at the windows become our desk drawer. We kind of keep things there. See my calculator, got pens, and just other random things. All right, let's move up to these cabinets. And this one is basically like the entertainment area, the systems. I know Ed has made some upgrades to improve our entertainment, and he's gonna do a separate video talking about any upgrades he's done. All right, but that's generally where it is. In this cabinet, we keep coffees and maybe some potatoes here, just some, you know, it's just random stuff, but definitely we'll keep our coffees, some wine and other libations. Okay. Another interesting thing about the cabinets and Airstreams is that they're curved. You know, they're not like squares. All right. This cabinet has random stuff, and we keep them in these shoe boxes just for organization and to also help prevent any damage when we're traveling. These are a lot of like equipment things that are, you know, Ed's very techie, so he's got a lot of stuff. This one, okay, we call it the office because, again, we work from here, but we don't have proper drawers of stuff for office things that we might need. Believe it or not, this is a printer. This is a scanner. You know, we have like paper, shipping, labels, things like that here in case Ed or I need it. It's rare we need it, but you know, they're there. Some manila folders and other things, and then just basic office supplies. A couple of features about the couch. okay, is that each side has this Velcro cover that opens and it provides for storage. We'll keep things in here like maybe paper towels. And here we keep the vacuum and some other things. And this side of the couch, the ends, have a nice footrest. The back doesn't go back too much, but you can definitely put your legs up. So it's not totally a recliner because the back doesn't go back too far. And this side does it as well. Another nice feature, we never use it though. So this comes down and you have like a little place to put your drinks. This is the C zone. It's sort of like the brains of the Airstream. You use it to control the air conditioning. You also use it to monitor different things, like, you know, if you want to see where your gray tank is, your wastewater tank, the propane tanks, the battery levels. You can check for your tire pressure, just a lot of things here. The control, you can manually here control the lights if you needed to, even though, you know, we normally use the buttons around the Airstream, but there's a lot of things you can control from here. The water pump, things like that. There's also, if you didn't want to use, let's say it's a nice day out and you don't want to use the air conditioning, there's the fan. You can open it here, okay, and the fan is up here. So if you have the windows open and you put that fan on, I mean, it's amazing how it really gets that air, that fresh air circulating. This here is the Aldi system. The Dometic air conditioners have heaters, okay? But they only work to a certain temperature. So like if the temperature really drops outside, gets really cold, it's just not enough. That's when we use the Aldi system. The Aldi system, okay, runs all around the Airstream. Here, the back. So like if it was on right now, I would feel the heat pumping here, and like I said, it goes all the way around behind the bed, okay, and it's really good. We would also use this to get the water heater going for the shower. So that's the Aldi system. This is a very important feature. The Airstream does have a carbon monoxide detector. And there's also a fire extinguisher right by the front door. I'm now going to show you parts of the kitchen. So we have like 2 pantries. This is a smaller one. Okay, and it just fits like 2 levels or 2 rows of spices, herbs and spices. And there's 3 levels. And here we have a larger pull-out pantry. Lots of levels. Well, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 levels. And they go pretty deep as well. I find it a good space. And then all the way at the bottom here, oh, sorry, is this little drawer that we can keep some more things in. We have like extra salt and other seasonings and some napkins. Below the fridge is another drawer. We keep cooking supplies in here. That's the bottom of our pan. It just goes on the grill a lot, so it looks kind of burnt. Below the closet, all right, I removed the panel, is the fuse box, or at least one of the fuse boxes. It's the primary fuse box. All right, so you open this, you can see, all right, if you have to replace a fuse, you do it there. And I don't think there's anything in there. Here's a look at the inside of the fridge. I think it's really spacious. You got a small drawer here and a larger drawer there. And the freezer. The freezer really isn't very big, but it's okay. I think my biggest complaint about the freezer is that it does freeze up a bit. We've been on the road now about 6 months, and we haven't had to defrost it yet, but I think it's coming. Maybe that's normal. I don't know, I'm just not really used to that. Over here we just keep some ice packs and more ice packs. You never know or you're gonna have a little injury or something. At the end of the hall, we reach the master bedroom, and we have a gorgeous view right now here at Elm Hill RV Campground. And it looks like we got some guys over here fishing. Each side has some drawers here. We have more cabinets for clothing up here. And on the bottom of the bed, you'll see one big drawer here, and then there's one on each side of the bed as well at the bottom. That's more storage. We use it for clothing. And if you lift the bed, okay, you can see the bay and have access to the bay. The bay is also accessible from behind the Airstream. That's where you can just put things in storage. I'm gonna go ahead and lift this up for you guys. As you can see, you have access to things that might be in the bay. And you can also access clothes from here as well, but we wouldn't do that. This corner here is only accessed by lifting the bed as well. And we have extra linens, towels, sheets. Over here, we just have some supplies. I'll show you in one of these cabinets here. It's not always easy to be super organized with the clothing, but you know, I have like thicker things like jeans and some sweaters and whatnot up here. They're not big, you know, that's the thing with Airstream. The cabinets and drawers aren't necessarily big, so you do have to be a little selective in what you bring into the Airstream. As you can see, we have a TV here in the bedroom, and it is on a hinge, so you can move it around, pull it out. It's great. Our laundry basket, the bane of my existence. And something I love a lot too is that the controllers for the lights are kind of everywhere. So if you're kind of already sleeping, you don't want to get up, you can turn it off right above your head. Again, more controls for the lights up here. This is for the bed to go up and down. That takes it all the way down and then back up. There's also a control for this on that side of the bed. Again, you don't necessarily have to get out of bed to bring it up or bring it down. It's really nice. Here's the bathroom. I'm going to show you around here. We've got a cabinet up here. We keep cleaning supplies, extra toilet paper, things of that nature. We have a pretty deep drawer here. Another cabinet here. And finally, kind of like a medicine cabinet here. turn right around and we have the shower. We also have 2 privacy curtains in case, you know, maybe you have some guests over and you have to take a shower. There's also one for the bedroom. The closet. So here's our closet. It's not big, but it does the job. We added, excuse me. We added some extra space for shoes with these, okay? So we kind of have 1, 2, 3 levels now for just be it shoes or other things. And Ed had to make this a more permanent fixture. One time we were driving and when we got to our location, we came in and noticed everything had fallen. So he did something to screw that in there on both sides. So, and these blinds, all of these blinds, okay, you can do 1 level or 2. They do an amazing job keeping out heat or cold. I hope you enjoyed this tour. And like I said, Ed will do another video of the upgrades he's made. Please feel free to ask any questions.